Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another episode on your and our favorite Little Slaw YouTube channel. So today we're going to see about how to do TCP server testing, uh, a TCP protocol testing using JMeter. So this video is going to be more interesting because I'm going to explain you about how to configure uh, a basic TCP testing. I mean, again, everywhere TCP is the same thing. Like you're going to configure the local host, I mean, the port number, the server, the port, the URL, and then the message, and then it's going to be like sending you the response back. So that's going to be simple. But yeah, we're going to see in what way you can avoid the errors. I mean, the 500 errors or any other errors that you might face while you are doing your testing. So we're going to see that, and this is going to be very interesting, like any other video. And please don't forget to subscribe to our Little Sly YouTube channel. And currently there is an SRE session going on, and that is mainly for uh, the group memberships. So if you're someone who's interested to take group membership, and if you're someone who is willing to transform your career to an SRE engineer, you can very well take the group membership, and after that you will get all the information regarding the trainings. So please do join. And yeah, so far I have crossed 1 minute and 26 seconds. And the reason I wanted to tell you the time which I have spent in doing this is I have got a comment from one person that first you have to watch a 40-second commercial and not sure about the quality of video. And he is talking about the way I'm introducing my channel. And just to let you know, bro, this is my channel. So I'll have to do I have to uh, play my own band, right? If I don't play my own band, who is going to play my trumpet? So I'm the one who is responsible for my growth. So I will for sure definitely going to do this for all my videos. So if you're interested, please do watch. Otherwise, there is no I mean, nobody's going to press you. Nobody's going to compel you to watch my video. So please do. You can close my channel. You can go to another channel. I'm not going to stop you. About the quality of the video, I believe I have like 8,000 subscribers. So, and I could see you have got uh, one subscriber, right? So there is nothing for you to talk about me, right? So please do give some respect and take some respect, right? Thank you. I hope if you're watching it, this is the reply for you. Thank you. And yeah, for those who are watching this video, let's go to the video. Thank you. So firstly, I will try to create a TCP, because TCP is something, it's not like some web applications where we can actually directly try with some random application. So TCP has to be properly set up, and I'm going to use Docker for that. And before that, I'm going to create a folder. I'm going to create a Docker. I mean, Docker is actually a it's a kind of a god for us, because anyway, anything, if you want to create a kind of a stub, we can actually use Docker to create that, and then you can use it um, for application to create. So under Docker, let me create the uh, TCP minus little slaw. So I'm going to create my TCP setup under this folder. I open my folder, and the next thing is I'm going to create a Python file. So Python is very easy for you to set up. If you want to set up a Python, a TCP, I can very well set it. And let me get the code. And again, I'll post this in my GitHub account. So if you want, I can actually try that from my GitHub account. And let me create a Python file. Okay. So it's going to be TCP underscore server.py. And under this, I'm actually pasting a file. So this, the port number is 5000 and the host number is 0.0.0.0. So that's going to be my local host. And then I have set up the server socket and then the server bind, where I'm going to host, I'm binding the host and port. And I'm going to listen on this particular host and in this particular port. So that's what I'm going to do in this case. And then finally, I'm going to close the client. So that's my server file, the TCP server file. And now the next thing is I'm going to create a Docker. So Docker is something using which you can create. I'm using this Python image to create the Docker file. So let me open and create a Docker file. And I can even explain you what I have mentioned in the Docker file. So here, the Docker file, come on, bro. Yep. What is this again? Delete. What is this line? I don't. Okay, fine, no worries. Okay, that's going to be a command line. Okay, so coming back here, I don't know, for some reason it's not working properly. Let me delete this, delete, and create a Docker file again. Docker file, and come on. Okay, fine. Let's go with this. So I'm going to use my Python file, Python 3.9, for this, for building this, and I'm going to set my working directory inside app. So app inside my Docker file, that is inside my Linux setup in the Docker. I'm going to use my app location. In the I'm going to move all the first thing I'm going to set my working directory, and once I set my working directory, I'm going to copy this file, this TCP file, server file inside that location, and then I'm going to run the server. That's it. It's very simple. And the next thing I'm going to do is let me open the terminal here, new terminal, and we have to build this file. So it's the command is docker build -t and then TCP minus server space dot. So this will actually build my TCP server. So once it is built, this will then run. I mean, like, yep, it's done, it's completed. And the next thing that we have to do is we're going to test the TCP server. And for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my PowerShell. I think, yeah, I can see my PowerShell. And in my PowerShell, I'm going to run the command. So the command which I'm going to run is, where are you? The telnet command. Yep, I got it. So let me do a telnet localhost 5000. So 5000 is my port number, right? Let me just expand this one here just for everyone to see. So yeah, connecting to localhost. Okay, I think for some reason it's not working. Okay, okay, in that case, let's first run this command, the partial command, to make sure that we have the telnet installed. Okay, so telnet is installed and I'm enabling the feature. And once it's done, we'll then again try to connect the connection. Before that, meanwhile, let me open my Docker desktop to check whether the image is running. So in the containers, okay, I could see, yeah, I could see the file is not running. So we'll have to run. We have to, okay, the telnet part is done, but the next thing is we have to start the file, the file that we want to run. So docker ps. Okay, so which means the Docker itself is not connected. So let me go to the images and the TCP server is here. Let's quickly fix that part. So what I'll do is let me find and then let me kill these files and then we'll do it again. And for that, I'll have to do a docker ps. Let me quickly get that one. Yep. So what I'm going to do is let me go to the, okay, I think in that case I should see something, but I don't find any of them running. Okay, so in that case I think the Docker thing that we wanted to run is failed. So now the TCP server is created. So the next thing that I just ran the command again. So I just ran the docker build command so that I can build and create my command. Okay, it's docker build TCP server. And then the next thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to run this. So it's going to be docker space run minus p and then the port number 5000 colon TCP server. Yep, I think it has started executing. Let me just go to the containers and see. Yep, it's running. So for the last 14 seconds, it's running. So now the next part which we're going to do is we're going to telnet the connection. So let's go to the telnet part. Yep, and this blank screen is a sign that the TCP is working fine. So what we're going to do now is, let me instead of just getting a blank screen, let's try to get some message. Like we'll try to send some message, and then we'll try to get it back, so that we can use that in the JMeter to run test, and then we can collect the response times and everything, right? So what I'm going to do is, let me actually, I'm going to make some changes to the file, and let me get that command here. Yep, I've got it. So what I'll do is, let me get this command. So I just made few changes, a very minor change. So this will actually get our input and then print it back, something like a hello world. So this will actually give us some response back, so that we can track those connections through JMeter. And let me save it, and let's stop this one, Control C. And then the next thing is, we have to run the container docker. So we are already running it, right? So now, even though we change the code, this won't get reflected. So what we have to do is docker ps. Okay, I think it stopped. That's fine. Docker stop. Let me get that number, the container number from here. Yep, it stopped. That's fine. And now let's build it again. So now we have the file, and what else has been changed? Okay, I think it's done. Let me quickly save this as well. Yep. And let's run the file, docker run, docker build TCP server, and this will build the file again. And once it is built, let's run the TCP server part. TCP server, yep. Yeah, and now it is running. So the next thing which we have to do is, let's go to the JMeter part. So what I'm going to do is, now let me open my JMeter. Just a moment, let me get my JMeter. So now we are going to configure the JMeter for TCP testing. So what I'll do is, let me add a thread group, and then let me add a sampler, and this sampler is going to be my TCP sampler, right? And then the next thing is, we're going to add the server name. So since this is in my local host, I'm going to add the local host as my server name, and then the port number, we all know that's 5000. And then I'm going to use my reuse connection. That's fine. I'm not, if I want to close my connection after testing, yes, I can very well use it. If I want to set any delays, I can very well set in delays between one transaction and the other one. And I'm not going to, I don't have any username or configure password. In case if you have anything, please do add that in the username or password part. And then the next thing is, I'm going to use my TCP class name. So I'm going to use, what is that again? So this is for text-based client communication. So now for the text-based communication, we have to use TCP, TCP client implementation. And the next thing which I'm going to do is, let me add a message that I have to send to the TCP server. So I'm going to write hello to send. That's the message which I'm sending as a user. I'm going to send it to TCP, and TCP will respond it back to me. And then the next part is, I'm going to add the listener. So going back, listener, view results tree. Yep, that's done. Let me save it, right? So C drive, Asant, JMeter, bin, TCP, testing. Yep, TCP, load, testing, save, everything is done. And let me quickly run this. Let me do a quick check. Okay, so we have got 500. So the protocol handler not found. So let's see how to fix this one. So now let me fix the issue. So what happened is, in the port number, so let me change it to 5000, the actual port number which I wanted to send. When I run this, I get the proper answer, the hello server. So I have sent the hello server as the message and in the view results tree. So here you can see the request and response data. I could see welcome to the TCP server and type a message and hit enter, and I've got hello server as the response. So how do we get these some of the places where you could get, so if the server name is not proper and if you have a proper port number, so in that case you get to see a failure response. So your response data could fail. You could get 500 error response, or in case, so mostly it is in your input. So the machine will not fail for any reason. So if you give the proper input, let me run it again. So if you see here, the other one where your request is failed, the local host number is different and the response data will automatically fail. So always make sure, again, you get a 500 response code. So the thing is, if you are trying to reach the server in a misinformed way, or not in a proper manner, or not, if, okay, let me tell you this way. So if you're trying to send a letter to someone who is not in the particular address, then what response you get, that particular person is not there in that particular address, right? So the same thing is happening here. So if you're sending a request, something like the URL or the port number, so in case of, if they fail, then automatically you get to see that you get 500 responses. Like you get to see here, like the response message could be like Java doesn't connect, exception connection refused to connect, or uh, unknown host exception. So these are some of the errors. So always make sure that you are sending a proper request, the server name, your port number, and your message as well, the text to send. So always try to understand what is your system is trying to tell you, and based on that, try to send the responses and try to send the request which you want to send. And here, if you, even if you see the response data comes like welcome to the TCP server, and so what I would say is just first try to run it with an empty request, and that you will be able to find what is it doing and how does it respond back to you, right? So yeah, with that I come to the end of this video, and thank you so much for watching this video. And if you have any questions or any feedbacks, please do comment that in the comment section. And if you find my advertisement is lengthy, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to stop it. I'm the one who is going to advertise myself. No one else is going to do it. So I will do it. Please do watch it. You have to watch it. Thank you so much. And until I see you all in our next video, it's bye bye from Sangam and your favorite Little Star YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.